Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World. 904-800-STAV. Call in. We'll solve all your problems. Returning favorite, one of our kings of the inner circle, Dan Soder, back on the couch. What's up, big guy?
Good to be back in Queens.
Thanks, man. Does it feel right?
I love it. I miss it.
Yeah.
I really do. I miss Queens. It's a good neighborhood.
Oh, we're gonna have to put in the BZ Grill order halfway into this episode, Elvis. All right. So when we start the calls, we're gonna pause. We're gonna give you an order. You're gonna fucking call it in.
I don't even need to do that. I'll fire that fucking order off right now. Here's what I want.
Yeah,
I want a Euro platter.
Yep. Check.
Extra tzatziki.
Yep. Check.
Can of Canada dry ginger ale.
Oh, very
and
nice.
extra pita.
There he is.
Let's fucking get into it.
Respect.
I would do the cheese-filled sausages. What are those?
Oh,
No, it's the beef.
No, beefsteaky.
Beefsteaky.
Yeah.
I might have to do. You know what?
Get a beefsteaky, man. Get it all.
Flip it. I'm gonna do a beefsteaky platter.
Respect.
With extra tzatziki.
I love that. I was a beefsteaky guy for years.
You're the one that put me on the beefsteaky.
I was the one to put you on beefsteaky.
Going into that restaurant with you and you speaking Greek to them changed that restaurant for me. I was like, oh, this place fucking rules. I miss BZ Grill so much.
Yeah.
Now that I don't live in Astoria.
I know, it is tough. And that's the thing. I think when I leave, I will, because I've taken it for granted recently, where it's just like, you know what, I've had it, I did it. When I first moved here, I had it like once a week.
Yeah.
Like it was fucked up how much I was eating.
Oh.
And I do think, unfortunately, the quality has gone down a little over the years.
You think so?
Just a little bit. It's still great, but...
But, man, it was... I think it feels safe to say that I feel like the quality of everything has dropped.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Like,
it's just
everything.
Everything's more expensive. Harder to run a business.
Yeah, everything is just like people are putting less into the product, more into marketing.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of like, wasn't this better a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it feels that way. And maybe, who knows, maybe that's the nostalgia for... Because there was honestly a time in my life where BZ Grill was like the best part of my life. Because like when I very first moved here, and I was crashing with my friend she lived like one block from BZ Grill.
That's incredible.
And it was like, the honeymoon period of New York was over.
Yeah.
It was right when it ended, and I was like, oh, this is going to be really hard. I shortly thereafter would get bed bugs.
Oh.
Like my life was just so bad.
Oh,
and I was like, my life's going to suck dick. And I had no money. But dude, that lunch special at BZ Grill, I would go there.
You know what's funny
$10, get me a gyro, fucking fries and a drink.
Oh.
Good stuff.
That was halal guys for me on 54th and 6th. Mm-hmm. When I was living on my buddy's futon in Hoboken.
Yeah, oh my God.
And I was working at K-Rock and Dos Caminos, but also doing stand-up.
Yeah.
I moved to Astoria, lived in a windowless room on an inflated mattress. And Saturday nights, I would work till 2 in the morning at K-Rock. And then I would go get that I would get the chicken and rice with extra pita.
Yep.
And a fucking 20 ounce of cold Sprite. And I would fuck that shit up. I would say that the 3 places that hold my heart for food were halal guys, Neptune Diner, R.I.P.
R.I.P. recently.
And BZ
That
Grill.
place was
mid.
It sucked by the end. By the end, it was legit bad. But 10 years ago, still
20 years ago,
20
years ago, Joe List and I used to go in there late night Monday, blackout drunk, no money, and we would get chicken and rice soup.
I've got lemon soup, Kotosupa,
and then we would get grilled cheese. And
wow, talk about the little kid with the flu's order. That's like, I'm staying home watching The Price is Right. My mom brings me a tray of that.
Did you take school off today?
Grilled cheese and chicken.
When they put the food down, they kiss your forehead. And you have to say it like this. You have to go, thank you.
You have to pretend you're a little sicker than you are when your mom comes in the room.
Laughing with Joe, and then I go, oh, hold on, they're bringing her food. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, dude, they hated us.
Yeah.
Hated us. They're so loud and drunk.
So loud, drunk, fucking running up a $9 tab.
Yeah, they're like, great, this fucking guy. But it was Monday. What do you want? You're not getting any business.
Totally. Close if you don't want us to. Mm-hmm. This is who you get at this hour.
It's 2 in the morning, and we're blackout on a Monday.
Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. I will say, in general, the diners in New York do disappoint me. I think it's because everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
That to just run a nice, cheap diner is kind of impossible.
You can't.
So everyone tries to make it this like no man's land where it's not shitty greasy spoon, but they try and make it sort of appear elevated, but it's still cheap bullshit.
Yes.
It fucking sucks.
What you want is you want them to shoot straight with you and be like, this is shitty eggs and shitty toast.
That's right.
But it's a little bit better than Waffle House, and you go, great. Yeah. I'll take it.
And the ambiance is good. You get the fucking, it's diner ambiance.
I feel like diner ambiance I feel like diners were here when I moved here in 2007, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
Now they're like holding on.
A victim of inflation and everything going bad.
Dude, the funniest one was this sandwich place on 23rd Avenue, Andrew and Frank's. I don't know if you ever went.
Frank's, no.
It was fucking phenomenal.
I know Sal, Chris, and Charlie's.
They were down the street.
Yeah.
And so it was like Bloods and Crips. I never did Sal, Chris, and Tommy's. I never did Sandwich King. Until Andrew and Frank's shut down. But I used to go.
And then you were forced. You were a refugee seeking.
Yeah, I was at the border.
They have, I like that place. It's solid. I respect them because their thing is like, our sandwiches are fucking huge.
Huge.
They're like, they're solid.
Yeah.
They're not like, we're not going to make the best sandwiches. They're like, we're going to make good sandwiches that are the biggest fucking sandwiches you've ever seen in your life.
We have a giant dick. We're not going to fuck you well.
We don't need pussy.
We don't need pussy. You can sit on it, get stretched out, or there's nothing else. We do not have anything else. Dude, they, Andrew and Frank's, I went in when I did Edinburgh in 2019 when I did Fringe. I came back, and I was like, got high. I was like, I'm going to go to Andrew and walk to Andrew and Frank's. It was like a lovely, they were open.
They were open. I thought that's how you found out they shuttered. That would have been devastating.
Yeah, that would have sucked. It was almost worse though.
Okay.
Because they had what I love is, and if you live outside of New York, there's these places where you'll walk in. How you know it's a good sandwich is when there's like FDNY badges or NYPD badges on the wall.
Photocopied pictures of them with Robert De Niro.
That, a picture of them and Scorsese.
Yeah, but like low quality.
And then you're going to see about 4 or 5 pictures of 24-year-old men that died in the towers. Like on the wall. Like there's 4 or 5 and you go, fuck, I know what that's from. Yeah. Like there's just like, to Tommy, you'll always be the best brother in the world. And you go, I'm not going to ask. Yeah. That seems to be around 01.
Yeah.
But Andrew and Frank's, like the guy that operated it was awesome. It's very Queens.
Yep.
They had like Queens themed sandwiches.
Love that.
The 718 did fucking rule.
What did we get on the 718?
It was a chicken cutlet with bacon, provolone,
when the chicken
ranch hot sauce.
When the chicken cutlet's the base, and then there's 4 more ingredients.
And there's ham, or there's bacon, ham, cheese. I might be doing it disjustice. If I'm speaking out of turn, if I fuck up, I apologize.
No, that's
okay. But he was making me a 718.
Love that.
And I was just, it's that kind of
area code
where they talk to you about it, where they go like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Daniel Jones is a bum. Like this talking about the Giants or whatever. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, honestly, he does more ayahuasca. Maybe he'll be better.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's crazy, man, with like the rent. Like, I think rent's going up everywhere. He goes, oh, yeah. Our landlord just raised our rent, so we're shutting down. And I was like, what's up? He's like making a sandwich. He goes, yeah, we're closed. I was like, oh no, like a couple months. He goes, tomorrow. And I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, this is the last sandwich I'm going to buy here? He goes, yeah. And that was it. I took a picture of it. I have it in my phone. Swear to God.
Send it over, man. We'll post the last picture you ever got.
I'm going to fucking send you a picture of a 718.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny how fast I can recall the picture.
Yeah. It's like next to you. It's like right next to you getting engaged. Is your last 718?
Katie goes, what is this? I go, don't worry about it. It's a 718.
Look, I deleted the pictures of my exes.
I got rid of all the nudes, all the sex.
I'm keeping the 718.
This 718, dude. There you go.
Oh, that's a fucking beauty, dude. Yeah, that's nice.
It's not the most beautiful picture of a sandwich, but you get the idea.
I see. you couldn't close it if you want. The bread, the sides of the bread could not touch.
They cannot touch.
I love that. And you got the sweet onion kettle chips. Love that as a
What's the soda that I got? Probably Canada Dry. Look at how wet that thing is.
That thing looks nice, dude. And I like that because it's big, but it's also like within the grip of it. Because again, some sandwiches are just too big. Sometimes you have to cut slices of. Sometimes.
Yeah, and that's the ones. So the slice one, you're like, what am I doing?
It's like, what is this?
What are you making me do? I'm sending.
Now this is lasagna.
Yeah.
Now you've turned a sandwich into a casserole.
Oh fuck! I gotta eat it with a fork and knife like a fucking psycho. I want to pick it up. I want to be able to hold it, but I expect it to be like a bouquet.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. I'll go after it a little bit.
Yeah, like I'll go around it.
I have a couple bites, strategic bites.
But dude, it is. Then I went to Sal and Chris's, which. They're unbelievable. Their tuna is...
never been a tuna guy there.
Fuck,
I get the bomb, the Italian.
Great, the bomb's the classic.
I mean, it's literally... You just empty a deli onto a slice of bread.
Big J put me on Sandwich King, and what he does is he slices it into like pieces, so you share it all.
That's what I'm saying.
It's great.
Well, that's what I mean.
But you got to do the extra work.
They've turned it into a party sub.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I'm a fat man. I get that, but... it's like my complaint is the sandwich is too big.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. But you can get there.
You're a size queen too.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I'm a size queen, but it's like this is crazy.
This is insane. And they go, nuts. "This is what I'm sorry."
Yeah, they call my bluff.
Yeah,
I'm not a size. I've been talking to Big Game.
You are. You're the.
I've been talking to Big Game with my wide pussy, and then I see that thing, and I'm like, "This is too much."
What is that?
Yeah, what is this?
What
thing?
Are you, Milton Berle?
Yeah,
it's got enough. You just show enough to win.
Yeah,
that was what I always say when they do the dick comparing competitions.
Yeah, a dick contest. Like,
how big is your dick? He's like, I just show enough to win.
Yeah, I'll just pull out enough to win.
That's an uncomfortable amount of penis, sir.
Yeah, I think I do. I've gotten. With age, I want quality over quantity in my sandwich. Where it's like, I'd like it to be not even the full 12-inch roll, but that weird little in-between kind of
8-inch?
Yeah,
8 or 10 inch?
8 to 10, exactly.
That's what Wawa does. They do a shorty roll.
I like a shorty,
it's like just a little bit smaller.
And I want the bread to be good. I want the ingredients.
Bread, you don't realize how
now
important.
I'm thinking of favorite sandwiches of the past. Shout out to Pasta Mista in Canton.
All right.
They had a cheesesteak, and their regular cheesesteak, unremarkable.
Yeah.
But they also make fresh baked focaccia bread round. And you could there was a specialty sandwich they make focaccia bread. I never got that sandwich, but then I saw it there and I was like, "Can I get the cheesesteak on focaccia?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." Do you remember that era, Eldis?
Yeah,
Were you a part of it?
I don't know if I ever got that specifically.
That ruled our lives for 3 years. And the thing is,
and it's where?
It's in Canton.
I thought it was Ohio where the Hall of Fame is.
No, just the neighborhood in Baltimore. Pasta Misa is a chain, but I don't know if the other ones have the focaccia. And actually, I think they might have stopped the focaccia because I went back like, you know how you get nostalgic for a childhood sandwich?
Yeah.
I ordered it, and it just came in a regular roll, and I wanted to fucking kill myself.
I'm telling you, man, bread makes... memorable sandwiches.
And you let that you order it with that, I would order it with cheesesteak, sauteed onions, mushrooms, mayo. I want to get some hots, a lot of stuff there. And and the trick was you couldn't eat the sandwich right away. You let it sit for 15 minutes, and it gets the point,
yourself?
Dude. It like
you make your sandwich.
Literally
do a dance for me.
I engorged myself, dude. Yeah, to the point where it's like you would just tap me and I would nut, but. It got to the point, where a normal bread would get soggy and it would ruin the sandwich? All the juices flowed, but the focaccia just took it like a champ. And every bite was like you were eating a cheesesteak and you had cheesesteak flavored focaccia bread around it.
God
damn, that was awesome.
Sopping up the soup with it.
It was the feeling when you sop up something and get the last thing? A whole sandwich made out of that.
It's the closest I get to my Swedish roots of being a Viking. Sopping something up with bread.
Dude, this was...
Or my grandpa living in Alt, Colorado. I feel like an old cowboy.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that the family went over? They were frontiersmen?
Well, my dad's family's Swedish.
Okay.
But my mom's family moved to Colorado and when we were taking.
Yeah.
You know, that whole manifest destiny thing was happening.
Sure. From where? Do you know?
I think they're Irish.
Okay, but from Ireland or from the East Coast? They were. You gotta look.
Great is from Ireland.
Okay.
but my great
I want to know who was the frontiersman. You got to look into that.
My mom's dad was born in like Alt, Colorado, so his dad, I think, was like the one that came west from Chicago. So that's what it is.
Interesting.
Because he went bankrupt and then moved back to Chicago,
Really?
leaving my grandma to raise. Leaving my great grandma to raise.
Oh, so this runs in the family.
Oh, no, that's my mom's side. My dad's side was the one that bailed on everybody.
Wow,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You got deadbeats on both sides.
No, my mom's family, besides that guy, my mom's family is solid. But I think, you know what's funny? My mom's family was the proper response to a deadbeat. Where they're like, no, we don't do that anymore. My dad's family was like, oh, that's what we do.
Oh, everyone's a deadbeat. You know, that's part of cost of doing business.
It's the two ways you can go.
Yeah,
you can go either like, we stand by our family now, which my mom's family's so good, and my dad's family was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm out. Bills came. You gotta pay them. Sorry, I hear a little parrot squawking my name. But
getting my dick sucked.
But I'm thinking about sandwiches. Where my grandma lived, burgers are tough because burgers, the bun is so important. Everyone thinks it's the fucking
Very
patty.
Important patty. I'm not gonna say negligible. No. Obviously, it's not. You can fuck a patty up, but the bread is crucial.
The bread is the quarterback. The patty is the running back.
Okay.
You still need a good running back.
Yeah.
But if you got a Hall of Fame fucking quarterback, you're gonna be all right. And this place,
interesting. So, like a really good team with no running back is like a grilled cheese, essentially.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, this is delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
If you had a great running back, this thing
you're right. Great running back with like. No, with just shit. Like if you get a great piece of meat and you have to eat it on like white bread or cracker bread or some bullshit.
What are you, Trent Dilfer?
Yeah, hey, the man won a championship.
I know. I said that. But what did he have? Jamal Lewis.
Yeah, a rookie Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes.
Oh my God,
that backfield
before KC. Priest Holmes.
Before we were happy with Jamal and he went to KC and then he had his whole renaissance. Yep. Yeah, that was quite a running back room.
Fuck. But yeah, man, I remember there was this burger place on the lake where my grandma lived on Clear Lake.
I can't say it's the quarterback. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about this. I can't.
You can't agree with it?
I can't agree with Bread being the quarterback.
Why? Was Bread just the
Bread's
O-line?
the offensive line. Yeah. We did it. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'll give you that. Because you have unbelievable Bread. You're okay.
Right, you're fine.
Protected.
You can put any bullshit on there and you can run a solid offense. And because I was saying with my own analogy, I was like, but if I did get an awesome patty on Wonder Bread, it wouldn't be great, but the bread is so good, you can just make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right. O-line. You have like a all-pro line.
Yes, that's the best.
8 seconds in the pocket.
And then when you combine the two, but you're right, because an offensive line can make dog shit
But then sometimes
because you could just eat good bread.
Yeah,
if you really needed to, so you just put a slice of cheese there, you're good.
There's a place in San Francisco called Sam's Burgers. It's like a greasy spoon.
Love it.
Side of the wall. Best. It's my favorite burger in the world.
Love it. Okay.
It's my favorite burger.
Write it down, Elders. We're going to San Francisco.
It's called Sam's. I'll be there the night of March 2nd because I'm doing Palace Fine Arts. So you know I'm going to get some Sam's after that.
Love that, dude.
But
shit, when are we there? Damn, we're going to miss each other by like a week.
Damn it.
But
they do like almost family backyard bread.
Love that.
But it makes the burger. The burgers are great.
Now we're talking when you like a bun, like a
family the bun is like the bun is like almost like a Wonder Bread.
Well, those buns are good. Those are buns. Yeah, that's a good
with the sesame seed.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I know.
That's great. Like,
but a lot of times people want the fancy.
Well, that's just like not overthinking it, right? Yeah. The fancy stuff is like you don't want a diva offensive lineman.
Yeah,
you want a guy in the trenches who knows his fucking play. Brioche. Get that the fuck out of my face.
But with the focaccia, you're getting a guy that's got a orange visor.
Yeah.
He's holding out for contract.
But listen, he's got pancakes. He's pancaking people, dude.
He sells a product based on his blocking skills.
Totally. Yes, he's got his own
pancake batter that he sells.
Yeah, the whole pancake batter.
How are O-linemen not doing that now?
Genius.
Everyone's trying to sell booze. Fuck that, dude.
Yes.
You're an O-lineman.
Protein pancake batter.
Trent Williams.
Let's get it.
Trent Williams. Sell pancake batter.
Yeah. Because
call it Trent Williams is pancaked.
Power pancake. You gotta call them power pancakes.
Yeah, you're right.
There's so many because there's so much people. It's smart. There's a lot of like power pancake or protein pancake stuff. It's just pancakes with fucking whey protein in it. But they have that Kodiak brand, and it's like anyone can do this. Like it's not. But you know what? You throw a little fucking NFL lineman on there.
If Lane Johnson is telling me that I'm gonna beef up,
absolutely,
and that I got a little.
Oh, it's a little dude. Me. 14. If fucking Jonathan Ogden had power pancakes, I'd be like, Mom, I don't care if you need to work another shift. Get J.O.'s power pancake batter.
Get better tips. I want my protein pancakes.
Would it kill you to smile a little more when they come in for calamari?
Throw some cleavage out there. Start remembering people's names. Whatever it fucking takes. I need my power pancakes.
You need some better anecdotes, Mom.
I'll write bits for you. Work on your small talk. I need my pancakes.
100%.
Dude, Jonathan Ogden's power pancakes.
Dude, I would have been in there. I would have been locked in.
Dude, how do they not have that?
I know, you're a genius for that one, bro.
Well, they're going to use it and I'm going to get no credit.
Yeah, damn.
But I will buy it and go, you know, I fucking thought of this.
Yeah. Fucking pieces of shit. This episode of Stavvy's World is brought to you by Booking.com, the official accommodation partner of the MLB. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Folks, me and Eldis are out and about. It's springtime. We've been traveling for a couple months now, but now that it's thawing out, now that we're leaving hibernation mode, it's time for you to explore a little bit. Take some trips across the U.S. And with their wide variety of stays, Booking.com makes it easy for you to find and book the right hotel just for you, no matter what you're looking for. Cozy vacation home, a little cottage, a 5-star hotel, a cabin in the woods. They got it, baby. And spring also marks the beginning of baseball season, which I couldn't be more excited about. Not to brag, I have thrown out a first pitch. You know I love my boys in orange and black. And guess what? Booking.com is the official accommodation partner of the MLB. When I go to a ball game, and one of the best parts is when the whole stadium sings a song we all know and love together. And we've actually prepared an extra special version of that song for you today. A song that highlights the way that I like to travel. Take me out to a nice place. Let me go to the beach. Get me some fried calamari and snacks. I don't care if I never go back. Let's find a park and watch baseball. Then go back to the room. Eat a steak. Nap. Watch some TV in a 5-star suite. The right steak can make you a fan of any U.S. city. Book today on the Booking.com site or app. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Booking.com wants to help make you a fan of any U.S. city with a chance to win $1,000 in Booking.com travel credit. Head to the Booking.com Instagram page at Booking.com and check out our sweepstakes post for more details. No purchase necessary. Eligibility requirements. Open to U.S. residents 18 and older. Promotion period from March 26 to 4/13/25. Where to find full official rules? All rules are available in the caption of the sweepstakes post.
Have you ever had a friend tell you that they invented DVR? I've had it more than twice. More than twice.
What was their point?
That they really were like, no. Like I was telling people, like we should be able to rewind television. And you go, well, yeah. I came up with time travel. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, dude. Air conditioning. I came up with air conditioning because I was hot one day.
It's just people that. It's when you realize some of your friends are stupid.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Well, people don't understand like what. Yeah, having just a basic idea is nothing.
No,
you have to.
You had an idea.
Yeah.
That's like I've seen people do that when I've posted stand-up online where they go, yeah, I pretty much have the same joke. And you go, cool,
no,
dude.
You don't, man. Yeah.
When would I have ran across you?
Well, something that started happening to me, which like after Let's Start a Cult, where people just think of you as a stand-up, but it's like, you know, I did the movie, and I've gotten some weird DMs where it's like a block of text that's like completely like stream of consciousness, and it's a guy being like, so yeah, that's my movie idea. Whenever you're in Fort Worth,
dude,
come by, I'll buy a couple beers and we could just write this. It's like, what are you talking about, man?
There's a part of my brain that really hopes it's just Nick lying on his couch. He's coming up with new profiles, sending you movie descriptions, and then you go like, cool, dude, and it's just like on the other side it's just him and his glasses like like subtly enjoying it.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, yeah, that fucker.
That works.
Yeah, because people feel, I mean, everyone's accessible now.
But it is funny. Where it's like,
Well, imagine
that's
the
not what
DMs
writing something is, or and just being like, we should have DVR. That's not creating something. You have to like be in a little lab and you have to code shit. There's so much work. Everyone has ideas. You have to just do the stuff.
The hard part is learning how to make it.
Yeah.
It's the very, very hard part. Dude, I was just thinking about, thank God you didn't really have like social media when you were going through puberty, did you?
No.
Can you imagine how dangerous? I would have sent Trish Stratus 50 DMs.
Oh, 100%.
And then find him as an older man. You're like,
yeah, dude. I would like even
watching Monday Night Raw at like 12 years old, just being like, hey, Stacy Keibler.
Yeah, dude. That is true. Do little kids
horned up?
Do little kids DM WWE superstars?
I would.
I'm
just telling you, right? I'm 41 and I would have absolutely would have.
Yeah. I mean, dude, these days the gals are looking incredible too.
Well, they've always looked incredible.
They always have, but there's more of them. Try to tell me that
Trish Stratus isn't one of the hottest.
I'm a big Trish Stratus
or
guy.
Stacy Keibler.
Huge Stacy Keibler, daughter of Baltimore.
Is she?
Yeah, she's from Baltimore.
I always liked that she was a little buttoned up. Mm-hmm. I always appreciate it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Trish Stratus guy through and through.
Yeah, a little extra,
But the cowboy hat and the titties up to the neck.
Titties up to the neck, yep.
But then Stacy Keibler, I'm like, she was the librarian to me. That was like...
And she wasn't like that trashy wrestling hot of like tits out.
Yeah, which
strong big ass, which was awesome. She was like a hot cheerleader type, leggy blonde,
like your friend's sister.
Yeah, the hottest version of that. We all know what Trish Stratus looks like.
Fucking still got it. Still throwing heat.
Gonna put
She showed up at the Rumble this year.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, Trish Stratus came in.
I had no idea.
She still works.
Yeah, she went. Stacy is from Baltimore. Dated Clooney, of course.
Yeah, that was the infamous one. Yeah. Which you want to find out that she's only 45? That's impossible. I was like, she's 4 years older than me. She was 18. I was like 13. She was 17 when she was in WCW.
No, but
you tell me she was 17 when I was.
She wasn't in WCW. She was WWF.
Starting WCW, look it up.
I don't think so. This is the rare. I know.
Taking a run at me?
I don't mean to.
I trust Dan on it.
Yeah. Is that her with what's her face?
Stacy Keibler, WCW.
Sorry,
my guy.
You're right.
Monday Nitro.
You're right. I'm sorry.
In 2000.
I don't know what I was thinking.
So I was on. 2000. So I was 16. So it's not as innocent as I thought I was.
Yeah.
Damn, I kind of had a shot. I didn't know I was within striking distance.
You really didn't, man.
Damn Stacy Keibler. If I could go back to my 20s when I was dead broke.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time you had like any money, she's literally dating George Clooney.
Yeah, I mean.
By the time you had like not even any money, but just like a car.
Yeah. By the time I had the Dodge Stratus.
Yeah.
She was gone to the wind.
Yeah.
She was already out of here. Yeah, Respect. Dude. And I wasn't a legs guy. Never really been a legs guy.
Me neither. That's what made her so special. In that this is a refined woman that wrestling fans would never jack off to.
They felt like she was untouched.
Yeah, this is like you felt wrong even like looking at her.
Oh my God, Stacy, you're so sweet. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this unspeakable act? Yeah. And why is my mom knocking?
Yeah, it's like Sable, Trish Stratus, like there's a little there's like. They had been through something.
Which I appreciated because those were the women my dad
Jacqueline.
Dated. I mean, I'll tell you right now who my all-time...
China, of course.
But also Goldberg. I mean, Goldust's wife. Right there. She's right there, the third one in there.
Yeah. But yeah, these are women that, had...
You know what it was? Post-divorce look.
It's post-divorce. It's like... They have had a change of heart and refused to testify in their boyfriend's domestic abuse case at the last moment.
A lot of Tories, a lot of names.
Tories,
Which is
a
dangerous combo.
But yes,
and then Stephanie McMahon shows up with the huge
Stephanie McMahon with the big cans, definitely, absolutely. But yes, Stacy, just a different caliber of woman.
Yeah, I wasn't into Lita.
I loved Lita.
Lita was like...
Lita was trashy too, though.
Yeah, but I never got into it. Stacy and Trish Stratus.
What can I say? I'm a man of the world. I jack off to Latinas, Dan.
That's so brave of you. God damn, you are. You're a dreamer. You stand for the Dreamer Project, and you're a
Come
dreamer.
on, the thong, the little red thong poking out.
I mean,
I was beaten off to lead up big time.
were you?
Oh yeah, I always love the red hair.
Yeah, the red hair.
The red hair was big for me too. Yeah,
I always felt like she would rather go rollerblading than hang out with me.
nothing wrong with that, dude. And maybe that's why I like.
She's cute.
That's why I like bi girls. She
Yeah.
definitely feels like she, could date a woman or a man.
She's the kind of girl where you're on a date and you bump into her ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
It's like a chasing Amy
yeah,
thing.
you're like,
You go,
what? I'm like, huh?
But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Trish Stratus feels like she's going to be like, hey, my husband's home and he's angry. You got to go. And you go, you never told me you were married.
She jacks you off really fast. Like, all right,
And you
let's
go,
just...
fuck. I'm a cowboy. You're a cowgirl on the horse.
Yeah, I mean, Trish Stratus, the legend. The legend.
The one.
That's who I name checked in my special, right? Yeah. Come on.
Did she reach out? She said,
I wish. She's a happily married woman. She probably knows that if we got to talking, the vibes would just be just too undeniable. It'd be undeniable,
through the roof,
dude. Yeah, she'd have to get divorced again.
She would start smiling and putting her hair behind her ear. Yeah. It's fucking over. And then what? Divorce court?
Yeah, we can't do that. So yeah,
But Stacy Keibler, she's married too.
Stacy's also married. Yep,
She's happy.
She's probably probably. I'm gonna get.
You just want to see her living a good life.
We looked this up, and she married like a finance guy. Or like she has such a
Like when you find out Salma Hayek is married to like a billionaire, and you're like,
that one breaks my heart, dude. Oh no, I don't know who is this fucking guy, Jared.
Good for him. Got married in 2014.
Fuck.
Oh, so they bet. Oh, they got a bunch of kids. Good for him.
What kind of shit? What's he up to, dude? What's
What
his
are you up
business?
to? What's he do? What's he do for work?
He's got to be entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur
/ business person.
They live in Austin.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the Paramount later this year.
I wonder what CEO of Future Ads. I mean,
It's probably some AI.
Future. Let's look up the company.
Interactive marketing company.
GameVans.
Online gambling. There it is.
There it is.
Follow the blood money.
There it is. And use promo code Stavvy when you're doing it.
When you're losing everything you own, promo code Stavvy.
It's like we're done after the Super. This will come out after the Super Bowl. I honestly didn't feel comfortable advertising fucking gambling.
Oh yeah, did you do it for a while?
I did it. Yeah.
On the regs, they signed up for it and didn't tell me, and I have a bit about how I'm against it. And now you see me on the podcast being like, DraftKings provides you. I'm probably not even making money off it.
Yeah. Well, you have to split that 4 ways, and then in the fine print, Lewis is written out that he actually
I get 100%. So at the end, hey Soder, you actually owe me about $20,000. What? How do I have to pay you? Well, I gambled your share. But I don't know football. And you're like, God damn it, dude. Yeah, dude, it does feel there's going to be a pandemic.
Something fucked up. I mean,
there's going to be a wave. There's just going to be a wave of like.
It's like we could. That's why Vegas existed. That's why we had a couple Indian casinos. You do it here. It's like the Amsterdam principle of like have a couple places where you can do whatever the fuck you go buck wild.
Listen,
you can't have it on a person's phone.
A bookie used to make you afraid.
Yeah.
You would like be afraid of a man.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I owe this man thousands of dollars because the Steelers fucking went for it on 4th and 3 where they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And now I have to do this or this man is going to hurt me. And now it's like, what's funny is Chris Stefano was telling me all his boys just found out that they tax your winnings.
Wow.
So they're like, yo, what is this?
Yeah. That's how we're gonna get people to turn against it. Yeah. Is Italians realizing they have to pay taxes on their winnings.
Bro, I got like a fucking bill for like $20,000 from the fucking government.
I'm sure, by the way, those companies are paying the same tax rate you are. I'm sure this isn't another fucking scam.
Yeah, it's all you are paying for their bonuses.
This fucking sucks.
But I'm Kevin Hart. Sign up today.
Yeah, and it's the richest people.
I go to sleep in a bed made of gold.
Dude,
look, we were trying to get our fledgling podcast off the ground. Okay,
are you sick
what does Kevin Hart need the fucking money for?
Are you sick of like watching celebrities take money that you know they don't need?
Yes, that's the crazy thing. Is like, look, I get, commercials pay well, and it's like actors that do commercials, that are
That's
coming
a
up,
whole
whatever.
ecosystem.
But like, why are you doing this?
Matthew McConaughey, you've got enough money, dude. We love you.
Yeah.
You don't need to push AI on us.
I know.
We understand
all the AI
that the Illuminati is pushing us towards singularity, but a lot of us aren't down with it.
I know that.
It's like him being like, "Look at me, I'm sitting outside in the rain.
Yeah.
How am I outside on the rain?"
Well,
soon he's going to be like, "Give in to your robot overlords." I know when the robot soldiers come to my door, I'm there like, "You want some tuna salad?" And they're like, all right, that's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
I gave them my wife because they're powered. Their oil is blood. Just like us.
Their oil is human blood.
And they harvest our organs. A human wouldn't know to harvest my gallbladder. Yeah, dude, AI is so scary.
Well, part of it's scary, but also part of it is like, now everyone's calling everything AI. So like, even remember when we were like the AI chat bots or whatever, and it's like Smarter Child or whatever. And it was just like some very simple programs. Yeah. There's stuff that we've been using that they're just saying, now it's AI. Or they'll just call every algorithm, it's AI generated. And it's like, not everything. Can this stuff actually learn?
That was like when they would call everything truffle fries.
Yeah.
And you go, are you actually using truffle?
Yeah, Wagyu. Yeah. Every fucking burger's Wagyu now.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they've done to AI.
Kobe out of beef?
Yeah.
Because it's fucking everywhere I go.
Oh, I'm getting Kobe beef in Dubuque. Oh, interesting. But they're doing that with it. We're like
this Shoney's has Kobe.
Yeah, it's mostly just a way for corporations to steal from us.
Yeah,
and
information.
it's just completely like it's laundering artwork and whatever and saying it's AI doing it. It's like, no, you're just stealing people's work. All those stupid drawings of Trump with big nipples or whatever.
I love them.
You're stealing someone on DeviantArt's work where they have big nipples and gay guys sucking each other's cocks.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need to be paying those guys.
Hey, I made that about my lover.
Yeah, the guy who draws Sonic is pregnant. It's like, oh, it's funny when we do with Vladimir Putin's got Trump's baby, but that used to be Sonic having Knuckles' baby, and we got to pay that original artist.
Yeah, I don't want to watch Trump and Kamala bang. Yeah. I want to see Marge hit. I want to see Marge get hit from the back by Homie. I'm trying to watch Lois take on Peter and Quagmire.
Yeah, Lois getting fucked by Brian, and he's jacked. He's got a huge jacked human body for some reason, but his head
and a white penis, which means I guess it's fur.
He's covered in fur. So you didn't really think this through.
Man, you guys are so horny. You skip some important parts.
That would be funny if they did that. He's got a jacked human body, and then he's got that pink dog rocket dick, but it's awesome and huge.
Dude, have you ever been like real close to
a dog's penis,
like a red rocket, like a
not
aggressive?
Really.
It is. There's something about it where you're like, I feel threatened.
Yeah.
You just feel
you're like,
it's animalistic
because that thing's locked and loaded. It's like it's like one thing to be around a gun. It's another thing to be around a gun where the guy just went. The red rocket is, dude, it's got the clip in the chamber.
My brother-in-law and sister-in-law have this couple they're friends with. They're awesome. Mm-hmm. And they have this giant dog. And I don't know what the dog is. I want to say it's either a Mastiff or it's something.
Okay, so like like a fucking huge boy.
Nuts on him.
Yeah, big nuts.
Big nuts. Katie was petting him. We were in Chicago. No. Katie's petting him. This motherfucker got bricked up like a human. It was like human. Like I looked at it and I was like, I went like this. Son of a bitch. I don't know. You know, we like try to buy a couch with an eye.
Yeah,
my living room, you go. Bull Mastiff's got a cock the same size as mine. It was
holy shit.
And where I'm like, yo, hey, I got
and it was just red and pink.
I got mad at him. I'm like, hey, bro.
And it was just a dog's dick. Like a huge, like we're talking, we're talking like but it's shiny and red and wet.
Well, yeah, dude, it was full red rocket.
Full red rocket, and how?
Yeah, it's not like a human guy. And you're like, what do you work with? Fucking what do you work with? Henson, Jim Henson's people. You in a Henson dog suit with your cock hanging out? Just some guy.
Today we're gonna learn about.
He takes the dog head off. He's like, just some scumbag from Chicago. He's like,
I had a hurt on.
I swear to God, that guy was looking at me like he knew I was human. But his wife got me fucking hard. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bud. Your wife's got a great ass.
So what are we talking? Like legitimately 4 solid inches?
Over 6 inches of dick.
No, this dog had a bigger dick than I have.
You know what? I was across the room, so
okay. And you were threatened.
Very.
You know, because it's your fiance.
Yeah,
so
it's my pride, dude.
in your head, you had it like.
It's about to go down. Man versus wolf.
Yeah.
Honestly, Igor and Maggie are lucky I didn't grab a fucking blade and go after that thing.
That's so fun because that's like.
No, they're very sweet.
That's
also, they're very funny about it. They are like, you don't want dog owners that are weird about it.
Sure.
They were very funny, very cool about it. They were like, yeah, it's fucking, we'll get, hey, they like yell at him.
Yeah, stop being hard.
And then he gets harder. Then he came.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. He's like, you pathetic
stupid
fucking dog. Your ancestors used to keep us safe, and now you're sad because we won't feed you boiled chicken.
Oh, what you want? Wet food?
Look what you've become.
Sorry, he's gonna pop. He's gonna pop.
Guys, stand back.
We're
He's
gonna
about
put
to
him
pop.
on the porch. He's about to come. Star's about to arc ropes. Dude, but one time, my old dog Montana, named after the greatest quarterback of all time.
Shout out to Montana.
Fat red golden retriever. I was like, he had just been neutered, but he still had some fucking bullets in the chamber.
Yeah.
And my mom, we were driving to my mom's.
Goodbye bullets, dude. The last nut of his life.
Dude, you got one bullet. Save it. He wrote denied.
On his cum. Yeah. Denied depose.
But we were in my mom's old 4Runner, and my mom was in the driver's seat, and I was, obviously riding shotgun. I was like 9. And my mom was like scratching Montana's belly, and she was like, yeah, I don't know, like I can drop you off at football practice. And then I looked back, and this motherfucker, this was the first time I saw it, like it was a red rocket.
Yeah.
And I was like, Montana's got a boner. And my mom was like, oh, Montana. And I laughed so hard because your buddy got a boner on mom. Yeah. You're like, hey, you touching my dog's dick. And my mom was like, oh,
you fucking slut.
Ew,
you touched Montana's dick.
You interspecies slut.
Well, that dog that you're talking about, sounds like you could legitimately fuck that dog.
Yo, that's like those women on the internet do that.
Yeah,
they like fuck German shepherds and stuff.
I didn't realize their dicks were that big.
Yo, yeah.
I didn't realize a dog's dick could get that big. Now I'm pissed off.
Now you're mad at dogs. Now I'm a cat man. Now I'm a cat guy.
Yeah, no cat's dick is that big.
Yeah.
What's a Maine Coon cat's dick look like?
They're like 30 pounds, I think.
Yeah, look at it. The first
Maine
thing
Coon
Elders Googles. There isn't much information about the average penis size of a Maine Coon. Well, that's again, we're doing AI again, which again, this is a great example. Google calls this AI. And it's like all they're doing is fucking just the first 4 things.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Can I tell you that it kind of makes me happy we can't find this?
Me too, man.
That there's still a part of the internet where they go, what are you doing?
We still need experts sometimes. Yeah. We still need to call up a breeder.
We don't need marriage experts. We don't need financial experts. We need cat experts.
I also don't like these cats freak me out. Cats should be little.
I want one so bad.
A big Maine Coon?
Yeah.
My grandma's cat was Hobbs. He was half orange tabby, half Maine Coon.
Oh,
he's a big fucking boy.
Yeah.
He filled up a whole sink.
Yeah, I don't like that. Look at these. They look like fucking monsters, dude.
But my grandma had one with half a tabby, so he didn't have those ears.
Right.
He looked like a regular cat with a fucking big body.
Yeah, I just don't think cats should be this big. Cats should be little and cute.
I want one like that with that cool
I don't like
fucking
cats.
cat
No,
beard.
dude. That thing.
I genuinely feel like I'm being watched by them. I don't like it.
But I think that's the thing. I think it's funny because it's like the whole vibe of a cat is if you were the size of a cat and it was the size of you, he would kill you.
Yeah.
And that's funny. Is that like, haha, I have control over you, you're cucked by life. Like, you're this big, you have the same DNA as a lion, but you have to eat.
Tiny lion.
You have to eat whatever the fuck I give you.
Yeah.
And a couple rats. Whereas like the Maine Coon it's not quite unmanageable. Obviously people have them as pets, but it's like it's starting to get too close to the tiger zone for my comfort.
That's exactly true. He goes, if I have a problem, you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, like this guy could really fuck you. An ornery Maine Coon could really fuck you.
Let a Siamese come at me. I'll toss that thing across the room like a rag.
I'll kick the fuck out of him.
Maine Coon,
it's a fight.
Yeah.
It's an actual
You're
fight.
at least going to work with scratches on you.
Yeah.
And people are going, what happened to you?
Yeah. I remember I got scratched by, this was one of the first times, in hindsight, I so clearly could have fucked this girl, but I was like 19 and I had not gotten pussy and I didn't know that I could, you know? And so she like invited me back to a place where she was like, because the date was going bad. So in my head, it was like, I'm not hooking up with a girl. But I guess she was just like a good time, right? So the date was going bad. And then she's like, yeah, you come back. And she was like, her vibes, she just didn't really feel like it. Or I don't know, maybe this is all in my head.
Sure.
And it was just bad omen after bad omen, where it's like, we were going to go see a movie and the like tickets sold out or some shit. And then we were going to go to a restaurant and it was like, closed, and we actually did go to a diner, and it was like this was like my chance to like, in hindsight I'm like, wow, I blew it. And that's kind of my origin story of like, because I also had a crush on this girl in college, one of the worst but then there was just like she was house sitting with someone and they had a little cat, and this thing fucked me up, dude. Like it scratched me like 3 separate times to the point where she was just like, all right, I'm just gonna shut it in a different room. And like that was like, it felt like an omen. I should have just listened to that cat. Nothing good could have come of it. I kind of make a move and I just blow it so crazily.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, but she had some. I did get to touch her titties, but I wish I would have fucked her.
Well, you got to touch your titties.
What were we talking about? Now I'm just sad.
It's so funny. You just don't come out of it. You go.
Yeah, she's married now. I looked her up on Facebook a couple years ago.
The one that got away. You definitely. Do you think she watches your shit?
I don't know. Maybe it's more like this was really early on in college, and then she just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, but I think you'd be surprised with how much of an imprint you make on people that maybe you don't think.
That's possible. You know what it is? It's not even the one that got away. It's like that girl is like, she exists as like the like evidence that I'm just a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Like I now in hindsight, I'm like, even girls that, you know, it didn't go well with, whatever, I would crush it with girls I liked, and I would figure out ways to like woo them or whatever. And I just blew it so hard with her.
I've had a couple of like absolute botches.
You know, and I like clearly could have fucked her, you know, whatever, and I just didn't. I didn't hook up, whatever. And I just completely fucked it up. And I just kind of want to be like, I can fuck now. I'm good. I know how to pick up on signs. I would have never taken you to a diner.
Well,
I almost just want a nice. I want to take this woman. I want to ask her. I want to be like, hey, can you pause your marriage? You probably have kids by now.
Yeah.
And let's just go to dinner and a movie, and I'll eat your pussy. And just I just want it on the record. It's kind of like how even like a first girlfriend, I want to be like, I don't want it on record.
How bad I was.
Fucking I did 20 years. Like, I need you to just know I can fuck better than that.
Just know.
You know, just to know. And that's the first girl that. Oh, that's right. The cat scratched me. That's how we got here.
But
just
that cat was releasing you.
I wish I had listened to the cat.
You might have been married to her, living in fucking Maryland right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Possible.
Like watching a podcast.
I would never have married her, let's be honest. I would have just gotten to fuck her.
How are those titties?
They were awesome.
There you go.
They were like huge tits. They were sick. Shout out to you. I won't say your name, but if you're divorced, holler at the boy.
It's so fucking funny. John Fish used to have my favorite joke about that, where he was like, I'm in my late 30s. They're coming back around.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, all the good ones that got away, they're coming back around.
Well, anyway, before I go into any more fucking dark holes, why don't we give some fucking advice?
Oh, do you want to order that?
Yeah, let's put that order in. And get me just a side of beefsteaky with tzatziki. I got a little salad. You know, I'm trying to keep it clean.
I love it, dude. Stay fucking healthy, my man. My guy. My boy.
Wait, a
dude.
side of beefsteaky with what?
A side of beefsteaky and a side of tzatziki.
So funny that my sandwich is still up here.
That's beautiful.
I'm like, I love you.
And get yourself something nice, Eldest.
Oh, yeah.
So put that order in and play us a little call.
Let's get nuts.
Hey, Stavvy. Looking for advice from a male perspective.
Sure.
I just want to have fun, nothing serious.
Nice.
And in a perfect world, I'd like to have a steady friends with benefits situation.
Sick.
But we always stop talking after the second or third meetup, and I have no idea why. And they always give me, like, very specific and super flattering compliments on my abilities. And then they tell me I'm super cool and that they'd love to be friends with benefits, but it never lasts. It always fizzles out. What the hell is going on?
Interesting.
Important question. Beefsteaky, medium rare, well
Medium?
done.
Medium.
Okay.
Actually, there's beefsteak. There's two kind of meat. You know what? He wants beefsteak. I want a kebab.
Okay.
The kebab is without the cheese.
Gotcha.
But yeah, medium.
Gotcha.
Friends with benefits. Interesting.
Fries or rice? Dan's.
Fries.
Have you engaged in friends? Are you a friends with benefits guy? Have you been in these situations?
I will tell you, I, for a long time, did that. And now that I'm out, I realize the error of my ways.
Interesting.
You are denying your emotions to connect. So it's like chewing food but not swallowing.
Interesting.
Like you need to...
So you think like you wanted to date the people, or you were just with people that you didn't want to date, or what do you
Mix,
think?
both.
A mix.
I think it was like I was putting myself in situations where I didn't have to hold myself accountable. Right. I didn't have to make a connection.
Yes.
I didn't have to be intimate.
Yes.
I could just fucking bang with a weird, lifeless stare, get the physical pleasure of it, and then get out of there. But there was no connection. There was no, there was no like, I didn't grow from it. But that sometimes is going to cause pain. That's what dating is.
Yeah. Totally. It is, and I will say, most of these, the part of this problem is what you want. It's cool to want something, right? Just no strings attached, sex, whatever. I've been in plenty of these situations, and some of them have been awesome because we legit both liked each other enough to see each other, but neither one of us wanted to date the other. And like, if you,
I've had a couple of those, and those are great. But
they're pretty much friends that also suck you off, and that's all. That's a cool friend.
But you are, by definition, making a temporary situation.
Exactly. That's
you cannot hold the plank that long.
And I think part of it is like, and usually it's one person likes the other person more.
Yeah.
And someone, either you're going to get hurt or they're going to get hurt in the long run.
Yeah.
And even in the situations when it's like, so I've had a friends with benefits situation, whatever, and the person gets a serious partner, like you're a little bummed. You're like,
I've been on both sides of it. I've watched someone get a serious partner, and you're like, well, fuck, all right. And then when you get a serious partner, you go, there really is no, this just works. This is just the thing that works for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I also love that she's being debriefed in a very flattering way, where they go, we're letting you go, but top shelf work.
If you catch my drift, was the top.
You made
top
me
shelf.
bust serious nuts. And to that, I just want to thank you. Give her a handshake. And I'll take this water.
A tote bag with his company logo.
We got a company logo Stanley for you. And good luck out there. Hope you don't get herpes.
So I guess the thing to think about is, yes, these are temporary. These are like little moments in time where, in the best case scenario for this is, you run into somebody who wants the exact same thing as you at the exact same time, and you both, it fizzles out for both of you.
When you meet someone serious.
At the right time, right? Like, but that's really fucking rare.
That's really syncing rare. Up that is very difficult. And you're going to go through pain because one of you, no matter who you're doing this situation with, someone's going to be hurt.
Well, it sounds like she's pretty set on not... It sounds like the guys will be the ones that are hurt, right? Yeah. She's pretty set on just not on wanting a friends with benefits thing. So,
but I actually disagree because she says, "But it never lasts."
But what she wants?
They tell me I'm super cool, that they love to be friends with benefits, but it never lasts.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to date them. She just wants once a week to fuck them or whatever, every 10 days.
I mean, what single guy is turning that down if you're even somewhat attracted to the girl?
Some that think they want to do it, because that's the other thing. We say that every guy wants that. A lot of guys don't want that. A lot of guys are more fragile than they want to let on.
It's like fighting. It's like I remember the first time I loved action movies growing up.
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
I loved boxing. And then the first time you're around a fight,
Yeah.
you're like,
You're like, oh, that's.
why do I feel this in my body?
Don't treat him that way.
You hear that like,
yeah,
and you go like, oh,
yeah.
oh.
I do like going to fights, but I know, but a real
But the
violent
first
fight,
time you heard it, you're like,
the smack,
and people are like, yeah, friends with benefits. I guess like
Yeah.
we could people. I bet.
And then she ignores your text twice, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
But I just nutted in you.
I bet people are like that with. I bet that happens a lot with swingers, where they're like, "Do you want to swing?" And then someone bangs their wife. And he goes, "Stop!"
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Yeah,
definitely. Like cucks. There's got to be cucks that just like
haul off and kill
didn't
a guy.
realize that. Yeah, absolutely. That cuck chair's probably seen a lot of the beginnings of a lot of mental breakdowns.
Yeah, that's a steam plant, dude.
Yeah,
people are getting steamed in that chair. Oh, you folks.
So
that absolutely is what it is in every hotel, right?
Definitely the cuck chair, dude.
But like, do you think like Hilton is like, it's not, it's for reading.
Yeah.
But you sick fucking perverts just look at porn on your phone all the time.
It's the fucking cuck chair, bro. There's a reason they're everywhere. And so yeah, all I would say is this is just what this is. And it is like date. It's still, at the end of the day, finding someone for any relationship, whether that's a long-term serious one or finding somebody who you align with is hard, no matter what.
It's the hardest.
And it's funny because I think you're right. Guys who, like, we're like, well, what guy doesn't want that? What guys actually want to do is mistreat women. Like what like
no,
young
what they want to do is they want to take them for granted.
They want to take them for granted.
They want to be like, I got this one in my. This one's never leaving me. It's doing this, and then also I want to go get new pussy.
And I bet you, if she wasn't so upfront, if these guys just thought she was like a girl that might want to date them, it would last longer than when she was
100%.
just like. But we're not saying deceit to get friends with benefits. Don't do that. But that's what I do think. A lot of guys aren't built for it. So you just got to keep fucking and sucking until you settle into something you like.
Yeah, dude, keep trying out those baseball gloves until you find one that fits your palm, dude. Put some oil on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. This one's it.
Oh yeah.
This one's it. This one, the flap.
Yeah, flapping.
There you go. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, dude. I remember just being a fucking kid who, like, I played like rec league not even baseball, softball, and truly the best part was just getting the glove, oiling it up, and then I played the game. I was like, this sucks.
I suck at this.
I suck at this. I can't hit the
suck
fucking
at baseball,
ball.
but man, having a good mitt.
But just being like, felt awesome. That's the most American I ever felt, was like oiling up my glove and playing catch.
Snapping a catch.
Yeah. All right, Eld, what else we got?
Hold on, I can't find a loose kebab on the seamless menu. You want a sausage or something?
What do you mean you can't find a fucking loose kebab, dude?
This is where I see the money's gone to your head. I go, he fucking. I'm back home telling Katie, he flipped out.
Just look for some kind of extras, whatever. And I swear you can add a kebab or like a loose souvlaki or something like that. Yeah. And if you can't figure it out, whatever. I have meal prepped chicken and rice over there.
Right. Yeah, they fucking. My doctor had to do readings on my liver.
How are we looking?
I don't know. I got something going on with it.
Uh-oh.
But I had to do blood tests, and then he was like on vacation. He's like, "Oh, your blood tests will come through on the email, so you can look at them to see what's going on." And I was like, "Great!" And I fucking signed in, and they're like, "You need to verify this offline." And you're like, "Then why the fuck are we doing this?"
Yeah, that sucks.
What the fuck?
And it also just makes you worry, like, is it so bad the doctor has to say it to me?
Are you gonna have to email me?
The more things you have to approve, even if it's like a test.
Yeah.
Like I just got test. I did the same thing where I did all my tests, and even if it's just like an STD test, which I was like positive I was clean, it was like until you hear them say it, you're like,
yeah, because there could just be a moment where they go, "So we did find something."
Dude, diabetes and like STDs. I would never be surprised if it popped up.
That's so funny.
And I'm lucky it hasn't yet.
Well, what's funny is at first I was like, he's like, "Yeah, your liver functions." I'm like, and he goes, "Did you do like a dry January, then come off it?" I was like, "No, I haven't drank in 12 years."
Oh my God.
And he's like, "Oh, we got to look into this."
Oh no, dude.
So
you thought you had a fresh drunk's liver? That's not good.
No. So
Damn, those fucking.
I might be back. If he's like, it's terminal, I'll be like, well, then I'm going to go out. Yeah. I'm just fucking just foaming out of my mouth. What was that, Doc?
Goddamn, dude. Well, you're plastering with flying colors, man. Don't you worry. If I don't have diabetes, your liver's fine.
Hey, Stav. Hey, Elvis, and esteemed guest. I'm going to just cut to the chase. So I fell in love with this guy that I jerked off at a Korean spa. So we met at the spa, and I jerked him off under the water in the hot tub area.
That's romantic.
And after that, we exchanged numbers. We started chatting. Come to find out, we actually have a good connection. Fast forward 6 months, we've gone on trips together. We've gone camping. We've met each other's parents as friends, quote unquote friends from work.
Quote unquote.
And we've been seeing each other almost every weekend, every other weekend. We live about an hour and a half, 2 hours apart. But we've been, meeting halfway. We've been making it work.
Making halfway at the spa.
And it's been great every time, sparks fly every time. We go hiking together, fishing. We've been to nudist resorts.
Beautiful.
We've just been living it up, having a blast.
This is beautiful.
My problem is he refuses to consider us as dating, even though we do everything that like a dating couple would do.
Oh no.
And he's not out to his family.
Oh.
And he has no intention of coming out to his parents. And he's 45.
Oh,
so
dude.
I feel like at this point he's just never gonna come out.
Yeah.
And every time I try to bring it up or every time we talk about it, it gets really emotional. We start crying and shit because we want to be together, but he doesn't want to come out to his Mormon parents.
Come on.
And also, he's kind of suspicious that I'm just like a hoe because the first time we met, I jerked him off immediately in the hot tub.
So this guy's he's clearly not a part of gay culture.
And wondering if I should hold on and hope that he eventually comes out to his parents and we can be together happily, or if I should just move on and find something else. But I'd really be sad to let this go. Anyway, hopefully y'all can give me another perspective. Thanks.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, this is exactly kind of what we were talking about with the last call, where it's like, if you just led someone on, you could have a friend with benefits for a year and a half. But if you were straightforward and said you want one, they might be weird about it. But
yeah, this guy probably would have dipped way earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, let's be friends with benefits. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, because especially the guy he's talking to, this 45-year-old Mormon, he clearly has to, he can't be upfront about anything. He just kind of has to be slowly coaxed into doing gay shit, although it does sound like he jerked him off pretty fast. But, even the dating and the other thing, it's like, he's not himself. He's not, being honest with who he is. And
it's weird to meet his parents under the guise that you're his friend when you're going away and that you have this fantastic connection and you go on all these vacations together. You're falling in love, which is something he didn't say, but it's pretty obvious from the voicemail.
For sure.
He's falling in love with this guy, and this guy's going I'm just not going to shake the boat. I'm not going to get out of the boat.
No, that's a great point. He said they met each other's parents, didn't he, Eldest?
Yeah, as friends.
As friends.
Oh, as friends.
Yeah.
So that's weird because it's his parents, you hope they know. You hope a parent's intuition is strong enough to think, the mom goes I've always known you were gay.
Yeah.
But it's funnier if they don't. And they go
they don't.
hey, did you notice a weird electricity between Mike and Corey?
Yeah. Well, they're in the finals of their fantasy football.
Yeah.
They're fantasy football rivals, the championships this week.
When I was growing up in Provo, Grab Ass made a little something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. It sucks because the problem is that they are he's Mormon, so they're very Mormon and they can't.
At the same time, and look, whatever. We have to. Sure, I'm not coming out as hard. It's everyone's personal decision, whatever. But at the same time, he can choose to do that, and that sucks. I feel bad for him because he's letting, you know, his parents hang up some beliefs, fuck his life up. It's his choice if he wants to be that tragic guy that never gets to live his life. But you can't be that guy.
Yeah, don't fall into his trap.
You can't do that. Like, this is like, you have to go back in the closet because your boyfriend doesn't want to piss off his fucking parents? Are they fucking rich or something? Are you going to inherit, like, you know, like part of the fucking Mormon temple? Like, what are we talking about? What is he doing this for?
I think you make the best point, which is, what is the end game?
Yeah.
What are you going to be happy? Does this guy make you happy enough to live in the shadows and drag this along? Yeah. Or is a little sadness going to take you a longer way, where you break it off with this guy, and then the next guy you jerk off in a hot tub might be the one. See if that glass sandal fits. Yeah. See if that wet, hot blow fucking hand job works.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you can't. A big theme of our show is like, not allow. Don't. If people want to live in their fantasy, that's up to them. If they want to lie to themselves, that's up to them. But don't let people lie to you. And he's sort of forcing you to like lie about your life because he doesn't want to. And like, is it just he doesn't want to disappoint his parents? Like, is he doing this for anything? I hate to go back to the inherit thing, but it's like, if these fucking the only way I would say even maybe think about it is if his parents are old as shit.
Yeah, they're about to die.
If they're old as shit and you're going to inherit something big. Like, is he...
I think if they're just old, then just, you know...
Even then, it's like, dude, what are you doing? You got to like... And I hate to say this because he would be very sad, and you shouldn't... Like, you know, your life isn't to teach this guy a lesson, but maybe what fucking spurs this man out of the closet is you being like, I don't want to feel like I'm in the closet. Yeah. I love you. I want to build a life together. And I don't want to be, this is crazy. I can't lie about who I am. So either you're honest or we have to end this relationship.
I mean, I think you're right. You might draw him out if you go like, I can't fucking do this.
But you also can't don't do it as a way of like bluffing.
No.
You have to truly be
ready to move on.
You have to really, truly be ready to move on.
And honestly, when you move on like that and you make a giant decision that is going to hurt and will take some time to get over, usually the universe rewards you.
Yeah.
Usually you find someone that is out, that you love, that you can build with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of this, whatever this is. Because this isn't a relationship.
No.
You're in love with him, and he's just hiding you.
And that's the thing. It's like, we also don't know. That's the other hard thing about this is like, is this guy using this as a shield to prevent further seriousness? Like, he could be.
Yeah.
I hate to be like suspicious and say that he is stringing you along and he's using this as a, and I'm sure it's not. I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to stay in the fucking closet, but I will say a silver lining of staying in the closet is if you were serious relationship averse, you could just always be like, hey,
my parents.
I can't do it because of my parents.
Imagine if guys could do that. Where you go, sorry, I can't tell my mom I like pussy.
She wants me to suck. I have to suck.
I have to fake it.
I have a fake boyfriend. I fuck his ass
this
every 6 months.
This is my friend Katie.
Yeah.
We both love sports. I go, Mom, she's my bride. I'm straight.
Daniel, no.
I love her tits. I love her ass.
You have disgraced this family.
Oh my God, I thought you were a queen. You're a fraud.
Dan, sashay away.
I'm going to stomp away. I'm going to stomp away and then spit.
Oh, fuck, dude. This poor guy.
Hi, Stav. So I'll just get right to it.
Thank you.
I'm a senior in college currently, and I live with 4 other people. We all rent a house together.
Nice.
And there's this one roommate who, she's got a bit of a drinking problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to the point a lot where he pisses himself.
Oh, no.
This is probably, I've lived with these people for 2 years now.
2 years.
And this roommate, I've probably witnessed him piss himself, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 times.
Oh,
less,
wow. That's
but
quarterly.
8 times in 2 years
That's
is
a quarterly.
nuts.
He does quarterly pisses.
8 times in 2 years is crazy.
That's wild.
maybe less, but around there. And I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
The other roommates have tried to talk to him about his drinking issues. We even at one point like decided not to drink with him and not partake while he was partaking. That didn't really seem to do anything.
Oh, you don't
so
say. Pause this.
The pissing's really
The
annoying.
guy who pisses himself regularly didn't bend to a little bit of social pressure.
Yeah, it was this. He went, okay. We're not drinking with you tonight. He goes, cool, more
Nice.
for me. Well, guess I'm going to have more piss on my sheets then. Hey, your mouth to my sheets. I gotta go fucking take a leak.
So
doing
fucking
things.
funny.
So the pissing's really annoying.
Yeah.
It's gotten all over our stuff sometimes.
Oh, what is he, a puppy?
Yeah, so like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how involved I should get. It's obviously a problem, and it's kind of gross. So, yeah, thanks.
As an
Hysterical.
alcoholic who has
Yeah.
been sober 12 years, but apparently has a dinged up liver, this guy 100% has a drinking problem. His
without
body can't
question.
control it. Dude, I quit drinking when I was 29 years old, right? It was pretty obvious I had a drinking problem since I was like 19. When you show signs of a drinking problem at 19, you are drinking at a level that other 19-year-olds are going, what the fuck? This is 21-year-old, 22-year-olds going like, dude.
That's the craziest part is that, like, you usually get until 23 when it becomes obvious you're an alcoholic. You're still at the age where it's cool to be that fucked up.
Oh, he goes so hard he pisses himself.
Yeah. If he only pissed himself like once a year,
It's a great story.
it would be like, he's like, oh yeah, dude, this guy gets so fucked up, he'll piss himself.
Yo, he's like Punxsutawney Phil. If he pisses himself, it's 6 more weeks of winter.
So yeah, the fact that you've gotten to the point where this is a problem is crazy.
He has a drinking problem. You have to decide right now how close you are with this guy because here's the thing about drinking. They're not going to listen if they don't want to listen.
Well, that's the point. Is like, look, you're fucking college roommates, and this is another theme that comes up on the show. It's like there are different like stations of life. You know what I mean? It's like you can ride with everybody. Like everyone's on the same train in college, and it's like, yeah, I fucking love Phil's the fucking man. And then it's like, and then you get the stop. Graduation is the stop, and you won't see most of the people you went to college with.
And there's people
get
that
off that train.
There's people that you know and you care about that within 7 years you go, I'm fine, never talking to them again.
If they died in excruciating pain, there are people who I like maybe that you thought were your best friends when you were 19. That it's like, if they had a horrible death, you would be like, oh man. You wouldn't like cry. You would be like, oh, that sucks.
You go
like, oh no. Ooh.
Yeah, fuck. What do you want to get for dinner?
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you keep scrolling, Eldest, you'll find it.
You scroll.
Kebabs are down there.
You scroll and you go like, oh man. Oh, my friend died.
Yeah.
Do you want to get Chinese food? Like it's like that kind of thing.
And so this is a huge example of like the guys who party too much. Those guys usually get off your train of life. They get off at the stop around 23. You know what I mean? 24.
Because he makes this behavior to 41, and like people that he works with that don't know him are calling people.
Yeah. Right.
They're going like, Jason has a real bad problem.
Yeah.
He comes to work. We know it.
Yeah.
I work in HR. I've only seen him out having
Do you
drinks.
know
Like,
who in his family? They don't even know.
Yeah.
They're just.
are you his wife?
Yeah, like we
They do that call?
Yeah.
Are you his
Hi,
wife?
are you his wife? No, his daughter. It's like, and they have to do the
I'm
math.
sorry
of
I
like,
have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be the one that did. You are his college roommate.
Yeah.
All you can do, and this is in your jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. All you can do is go, stop pissing everywhere.
Well, what you can do, what your jurisdiction is, if it gets on your stuff, he owes you money.
Yes.
Like, that's it.
And then, and then what you do is you won't be able to convince him to quit drinking, but you can shame the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, that's true. You can make fun of him for pissing himself.
Hey, look who it is. It's little baby.
Yeah.
It's baby boy. Oh, look, it's the little cousin from Home Alone that's drinking Pepsi. That's what I do every time I walk in the room. And he's going to wet himself.
You give him a bottle filled with like fucking natural natty ice.
Yeah. Or just piss in his stuff.
Yeah, piss on his shit. Piss. Yeah, you could piss on him and he would think it's himself.
That's the other side of the college roommate thing. Like, man, I remember we literally pissed on the guys who we hated roommates. Fucking shit in our lawn. It was awesome.
Do you remember?
It felt so much better than getting like
that guy was
money,
a piece of shit.
than getting any money we were owed. It's
Yeah,
like,
you owed
let's
like
fuck his shit up while he's not in the house. And if he ever wants it or something, he'll just be like, yeah, it's on the lawn. I don't give a fuck.
These people aren't in a home with 3 other adults. This is hostel living.
Yeah.
You are in a hostel right now. It's a nice hostel, but hostel rules.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Fuck their shit up.
And,
He pisses on your stuff, fuck his stuff up.
and she's a senior, right?
Yeah, so you're almost out.
So that's the thing. It's like, if you were a junior, I'd be like, well, first of all, this is your fault for living with him again. Like,
There absolutely had to be a notice. Someone did go like, Sammy's got like a bad drinking problem.
well, I know, and listen, I know where she's at, because like, you think your college roommates, it feels sacred.
Yeah.
When you're fucking 20, you're 19, and you're like,
That's my roommate.
dude, we started in the dorms together. Now we're, and you go from the dorms to like the nice apartment on campus to like, dude, we're in an off-campus house. Like, this, we can't ruin it now. Like, it feels like a marriage or whatever, and like you got to it, but it's like, it isn't sacred. If there's a guy that's annoying your sophomore year, don't move with him off campus. And it's like, look,
And don't live with someone that deals drugs for free drugs. I cannot stress this enough. It will end poorly.
did you get swatted, man?
I got robbed. I got fucking. Look up Dan Soder hog tie story on YouTube. It's all true.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of like what to tell him about his drinking, he's a fucking senior in college. He's not going to fucking AA.
Yeah, he's not going to be like this. You put it the way you put it.
Yeah.
I think I got to change my life.
Yeah.
You know, like this. I wear diapers now.
Yeah. It's all good. I got Depends. You can't even tell. They
got
make them
rubber
for adults.
sheets, dude.
Yeah.
I might as well fucking. He goes, that piss slides right off.
Yeah. No, this is the guy who just buys sheets in bulk now.
He goes,
just
oh
throws
yeah?
them away.
Well, guess what? The tariffs ain't hit China yet.
Yeah.
I bought 6 sets of
No, he
flat
takes an
sheets.
extra student loan to buy more sheets so he doesn't have to do laundry.
Sally Mae for $17,000. Those are all my sheets combined.
So yeah, I don't know, man. You're just kind of fucked. This is what happened. You've made it. You know.
Yeah.
It's over now.
By the time this episode comes out, you'll pretty much be done.
You'll be graduated.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, but you know, good luck and let that be a lesson. I mean, it's funny. This is the kind of guy who like usually starts embarrassing himself at like when a friend brings him as a +1 to a wedding and he fucking has diarrhea.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's just like shitting in a flower pot.
At first, he's aggressively dancing. And
Right,
someone
and
goes,
everyone's-
who brought him?
Well, it starts fun, and it's like, oh, that guy's great, and then like an hour, and it's like,
Yeah. Sweating too much?
yeah,
You're like,
and
"You
you
all
get the
right?"
literal whose man's is this?
Yeah.
You get that. If you get a whose man is this in a white function,
Yeah.
tough.
Yo, come get your guy.
Yeah.
You're like,
He's chugging his cran vodka feverishly while he's waiting in line.
yeah,
for,
he's
the
like, it's
next drink.
open bar.
I went to college with him.
He's like, we don't have to tip. He's like stoked. It's not cash bar, and then
Then
like
that's when you're eating a dessert, talking to your friend, and someone comes over. He goes, "He's hitting on Amber." And you go, "Fuck." And he comes over. He's like, "What do you want?" And you're like, "Buddy, I'd fuck your shit up. I still have fucking balance."
goddamn, dude. All right, what else we got, LD?
Hey, Stavvy, you seem like someone who's pretty emotionally mature but has had a good amount of sex, and I don't have a lot of male figures in my life where I can immediately talk shamelessly about sex, but I'm a 19-year-old university student who's a virgin, And this guy I dated when I was 17 in high school confessed to me again after we hung out again.
He confessed?
And I held his hand and kissed him, very innocent stuff. But he seems way more into me after I reflected a bit. But I said I'm not ready to date because I'm really not. I just got out of something that was just me being obsessed with this other guy. So romance is kind of out of the picture for me. I probably shouldn't have kissed him, but I really wanted to in the moment, so I did twice.
You feel bad because you kissed a guy who confessed his love to you? This is adorable.
Sweet baby angel, listen to me.
This is like...
There is a big bad world out there. You're going to pray for these kind of problems when you're 35.
This is literally like a baby being like...
This is when I wish I
have a girlfriend in kindergarten, but I held a different girl, but a different girl gave me a cupcake, and I said, thank you, and she said, now I'm your girlfriend. I said, okay, but now my other girlfriend's mad.
But we were supposed to do a science project together, but then she said I could. This is when you want to stub out a cigarette and you go, honey... Love's a motherfucker. I'm going to tell you right now, that surly bitch is going to buck you about 48 times. This is the kind of advice you wish you could just give as Sam Elliott, where you go, well, sometimes, love is a mean bitch. And sometimes, dude, sometimes you eat the bear. Well, sometimes the bear eats you. Just keep your cooter covered.
Make them wear rubber.
Yeah, just make sure it ain't lambskin either. I don't care how good it feels. You're paying a price if you feel warmth. You got a lady opening up her little flesh purse for you. You better bag it up.
Okay, so that's so funny, but let's hear her whole call out. No.
I don't like a boy, but
Well,
I feel bad because he said I'm perfect in his mind and we're quote unquote end game. But no one that you think is endgame when you're 19 is going to be endgame. That's just not how that works. Also,
she knows that.
I've never heard anybody use that word before outside of movies. And honestly, I do find him attractive. He's super kind and sweet, but I don't think about him outside of being with him in person. Okay. Meanwhile, he said he hasn't been able to stop beating about me for like a year now. I had no idea. Anyways, basically, I want to fuck, but I don't know if it's morally correct to fuck him, even though I want to. But this year, I really just want to explore myself and just fuck, to be honest.
This is the age.
B cup size and I'm doing absolutely nothing. It feels like a waste.
Sure.
He made a few jokes about wanting to hook up, but mostly he's like he wants to hold hands and like kick his feet, which is not a bad thing, but it's like it's a bit crazy. I don't know. No, it's a bit crazy that he thought about me so much and I disregard. Anyways.
Right.
I probably should have thought about it. Whatever. I'm 19. But it's sweet. He's a kind guy, but I'm also thinking about the guy I used to be obsessed with as well. He currently has a girlfriend, so he's out of the picture. I don't know. So what should I do? Is it morally correct to fuck? How does one get dick? I'm bisexual. I don't know how to get pussy either.
You're fine,
I'm a
bro.
loser computer science virgin. I get very innocent. Okay, I get innocent romantic confessions from people, but I don't want romance. I want to fuck. I don't want to break hearts. I don't know how this works. Also, everyone I mentioned is Turkish.
Everyone is Turkish?
Into,
well, you got to get out of there.
I think it's funny, but
you absolutely got to get out of there.
Please help me.
But at least he's not 27.
Yeah.
You go, oh, baby, you're in danger.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you're in danger. I'm going to tell you right now, fuck the sweetheart.
Yeah.
Fuck the sweetheart. Because what you're going to do is he's going to learn how to emotionally connect to his penis, which is going to be very valuable 10 to 15 years down the road.
Well, I'll say this, right? I like that she's basically her hang up is she knows she doesn't want to date this guy.
Yeah.
Look, I was once an overly romantic 19-year-old who was dying for pussy.
Same. And I could tell you all the songs I looked out of windows.
Right. And look, maybe you think it's wrong to fuck him without thinking you want to be in a serious relationship, if there is one thing I could do with a time machine, that maybe my whole life's different. Maybe I don't have to prove. My whole life has been trying to prove that I can fuck and that I'm cool, and like I've been doing things for attention from women my entire life because I didn't get pussy at 19.
Yeah.
If you go back in time and find a fucking nice girl with fat tits to fuck me when I was 19, I would do that before I would kill baby Hitler.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Look, history's going to create another Hitler.
Yeah.
That's how these things work. No one's going to make me not a loser.
What do you want me to get rid of economics? Yeah. But I'll tell you right now, you're absolutely right. If I would have not farted in front of that girl, Sarah, at my dorm, and she was grossed out because she had giant fat titties, and she was very sweet and nice, and we would have had sex where I would have been able to emotionally open up and connect,
right?
My 20s and 30s would have been way better.
Not even open up, just have sex.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, that's why, like, I never thought I was valuable emotionally until I was older. I was like, I started getting sex because I was drinking and you're out and you're just slamming into people.
Yeah.
But then you're like, it would have been nice if this guy's very sweet.
Some kind of connection.
And
if you kissed him, you're in.
And you think he's sweet, you kissed him, you guys hold hands, you guys do that cute fight. Let that be his path to sex, not like why I'm so into the WWE divas.
Right.
Which they're like, I was broken by a man bigger and meaner than you. And you go, well, I have a penis.
Right. Yes. And look, ultimately, basically what I'm saying is, if you're worried about hurting this guy, we can tell.
He is resilient.
We can tell you, yes.
You give him a little pussy, he will bounce from that fall.
Yes. If you want this. And it does sound like this is a pretty nice kind of low stakes. She's already talking about being obsessed with some guy with a girlfriend. You don't want to start going that way.
That's a bad route.
Like, this seems like a nice, easy thing. Don't punish the guy for being too into you. If you really want to, if you're into it, which it sounds like she even said she wanted to fuck him, right?
Yeah, she's like, I just want to fuck.
If you told him, like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I really like spending time with you. I find you attractive. Like, I'd like to hook up, whatever.
Also, you're giving him your virginity, which is like, he will feel special even if you don't date for the rest of his life.
That's frontier logic right there.
I go, when a woman is pure, when you're ever to deflower a woman, you take that on a lot of men.
That counts for 4 other bitches. One virgin counts for 4 sullied whores.
Breaking a hymen does mean that she is your prairie wife.
Yeah. But here's what I'll say. Your instincts are correct here. This is the age to do, you said you've been getting a lot of innocent, like, confessions of love. People are, I think, erring on the side of innocent, nice, sort of like sweet stuff to kind of get your foot in the door, and also realize what you want sexually, and also demystify it. And and this is nice because this is almost like the tutorial level of a video game.
Yeah.
You're in no danger whatsoever. You're learning how to play the buttons. Yeah, you're learning what B does. You're learning.
Show me how you jump.
Yeah. Hey, show me how to suck dick.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How would I fuck?
Oh, like this? Nice. Nice.
Great. R1 and
Nice.
X. R1 and X for a super pump. Super pump. Watch out. I'm going to bust.
I'm busting. Tits, ass, belly, mouth. Yeah, where would you like me to blow it?
Give this sweet boy your unblemished. Give him the purity that's known as untapped bisexual pussy.
I mean, yeah.
You're in Colorado.
And by the way, it's like, I'm trying to be as professional as possible. This is like, this girl like wrote in a porn category. This is like like sweet nerd with fat tits just wants to get fucked. And I'm like, okay, just do what's best for you.
So I'm at home putting baby oil on my big bouncy boobs. And I wonder, why won't nice boys bang me?
I'm like, just hang out with a nice guy.
She goes, I'm 19.
Don't come to a show, please.
I'm barely legal and I'm very horny. I'm also a night nurse. What?
So look, this is like, basically, I guess our advice is don't overthink it, take things slow. This is a guy who might be a little too into you if you really want to be if you're just up front and you're like, you know, I don't want anything serious, whatever, then you've done your due diligence, right? But I just say, like, in the moment, you wanted to kiss him. Now you want to fuck him. Fuck a little bit. And how do you get it? You'll figure it out.
And P.S., he's going to come so fast the first time.
Quickly.
The second time, he's going to fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But the first time, let the boy blow.
Yeah.
Let him fucking, and then the parade of apologies.
Yeah.
And then get ready for round 2 because he's fucking 19. He'll be ready to go the second the cum leaves his dick.
Totally. And by the way, what you're saying is if you were like, hey, I like you, I like, you know, I like spending time with you, I think you're attractive. I'm at a point in my life where I just want to explore sexually. Like, again,
what guy's
if
gonna
I'm
be
19 and a hot girl that I have a crush on, I think I love, says that to me, I'm gonna. It's like
I'm a devout Christian after that because I believe in God.
Yeah. It's like buying something you can't afford on a credit card. You're like, I'll figure it out when she fucking breaks up with me. I just have to fuck her 5 times.
Yeah. 62-inch 4K. Delivered.
90% interest rate. Great, no problem. You know what I mean?
Like that first sporting event at home, like it's like a mayor.
Yeah. But it's good. You're thinking about this stuff.
You're a good person.
You're a good person. And start sweet because it sounds like you also sound like the kind of person that, like, you know, you might be you sound like prey basically for people that want to like mistreat sweet hot
your
young
first
women.
sex should be a lot of you guys saying hi to each other while he's inside of you. Should be a lot of like hi.
And it's interesting because she clearly, if my guess is she wants to break out of that innocence, like maybe this is something that she's been up against her whole life. She wants to go like Christina Aguilera dirty.
Yeah, she's gunpowder. She's a keg of gunpowder.
So, but like, don't rush it. Take your time with it, and you'll learn all that stuff. Like, you'll figure out what you like, and you know. Enjoy the tutorial level for a little bit. If it's not this guy, guys like this, whatever.
And if the guy you're going to fuck is watching this, fucking, you just struck gold, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just hit a vein of gold.
Yeah, but you know, you're worried about like, how do I get dick? How do I get pussy? It's like, you're already saying like multiple people confess their love to you. You have big ass tits and you're a fucking computer science major. Like, everyone you're in a class with wants to fuck you, probably. Yeah.
The professor wants to fuck you.
Yeah, him most of all.
He's like, yeah, you're, Jesus Christ. Those triple Ds? What are those? Fucking hey, I lost my wife 2 years ago. Fucking going through it. She's like, it just sucks because I can't find anybody to pound my pussy. And he goes, oh, fuck.
He's like, just one more year, and then I get tenure.
Don't
do anything crazy so you get tenure.
You're going to move to Switzerland.
Oh, man. Good luck. You'll be fine.
Jobless and Salah.
Ooh, baby. What else we got, little Eldest?
So sorry. Last time I'll leave this voicemail. I feel like I messed up the other two. The call dropped on the last one.
It's okay.
I'm getting married this November, 2025. My fiance and I have been together 4 years. He's great. We just got engaged. Love him. Great relationship. About a year and a half ago, his mom dropped a bomb on me, kind of like jokingly, very lightheartedly told me that she took my dad's virginity when he was 18.
What?
When they worked at the same bank together for like less than a year. My fiance's parents are in their late 60s. My parents are in their late 40s. His parents are together. My parents are divorced. So she jokingly tells me that when my dad was 18 and they worked together, so she would have been in her 30s, she took his virginity.
Wow. Pause this.
Sick.
That's awesome.
Sick.
Basically, the last caller's like, that's what I want.
Yeah. She goes,
give me.
Dude, 18-year-old guy fucking a 30-year-old woman rules.
Yeah.
As a guy that only got pussy from women over 30 when he was 20. Shout out. Only, dude.
Respect.
That's
only.
Only.
That makes
dude.
so much
College
sense.
girls didn't want to fuck me at all.
Wow.
But I worked at that radio station, and I'll tell you what, if a woman was into Hoobastank, Then your boy was getting that Hoobastank. Dude, all those ladies listening to 40 Minutes Nonstop New Rock getting fucking blitzed by the kid. I'm coming off the edge.
You're at a fucking local Bennigan's doing a fucking...
Dude, I was doing the Desert Diamond Casino. Just bombing for 20 minutes. Then having a lady tell me her kid got taken by Pima County Child Services.
Like, that's sad.
That sucks. You want to go do a shot at the Golden Nugget? I'm 19, but I'm an old soul.
This is fucking wild. Let's keep going, Eldest.
Shout out, real quick though, shout out to older women that fuck younger men, because the thing that they do that younger women don't know is they tell you to slow down. It's just jackhammer city until you fuck an older lady, and then they go, baby, relax.
Yes.
That was the most sexual liberating part of my life, is when an older woman went, slow down.
Wow.
And you're like, what?
You're like,
You're just like a dog humping air. She's like, I want to blast my cum all over your fat old tits. And she's like, all right, slow down. I'm trying to come. I know how to come. These young girls are just fucking.
It's true.
Older.
I fucked an older, not that much older, maybe like when I moved here, she was 10 years older than me. She wasn't super old, whatever. But there was some, there's like a before and after moment to that, like making a girl who knows how to bust in a specific way.
It is the moment in Wayne's World 2 where Garth has got the smoking jacket after he fucks Kim Basinger. Yes, my darling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes my darling loves them. You know?
There is something to that. Everybody should fuck somebody. Oh, BZ Grills here. This might be our last call, folks. Everybody should have a little dalliance with an age gap.
Dog, having an older lover.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is incredible.
Yeah, it'll teach you a little something. It's
like it's time travel. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here from the future. Yeah. Fuck slow. So, I don't have much time. You're going to come very fast.
You're going to come too fast.
But titty fucking is okay if you ask. But don't spit on the tits. Let her spit on her own tits.
Fuck. Play us the rest of this call, Eldest.
Yeah, this fucking penthouse pet.
I'm not going to get into exactly how she told me, but she was pretty flippant about it.
Wild move on her part, by the way.
Honestly, pause it real quick. Makes me think this her future mother-in-law has a little bit of a drinking problem.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're if you're just throwing out info like that, you better be 3 sheets to the wind.
This is insanity, and also like, imagine her dad at the first joint family Thanksgiving being like,
He does the fucking Bernice. Good to see you again. Did we have a moment in a vault?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like, this is the dad's night. This is the dad's nightmare, dude.
Yes,
the fun.
Of course she comes
I can
back.
never have anything good. The one cool piece of fucking old pussy I get.
used to beat off to for 30 years.
And
now I gotta plan a fucking wedding with this bitch.
I have to see this bitch at Easter.
Oh.
This is also an insane move on the mother-in-law's part to just bring. You take this to the grave.
Yeah.
Or
you guys, you give fucking like that kind of thing at Easter.
For sure. This should have been an old school, the way everyone died with their secrets. This should have been like, you're raising another man's child in the frontier. How shit like that would happen all the time.
He goes, well,
understood secrets.
When did you marry Ma? Uncle Ben, you go, well, your dad, he died of tuberculosis. You don't go, well, your mom was sucking me off by the feed wagon. We were out back in the prairie and your mom was getting boofed by me.
She would have done just about anything for shelter.
Yeah.
She had a mouth to feed and no skills.
Your mother liked it when the natives watched.
All right, let's finish this up.
Kind of like laughed when she told me. I was obviously super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, the wedding is coming up in like 9 months. 10 months. And she is just very loud, very outgoing.
Of course.
Very flirtatious.
Yeah, we know exactly who this woman is.
And my dad-
She's the woman who fucked an 18-year-old. Yeah, like, she's awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
She
I mean, just
rules.
maybe not in this capacity.
But this is crazy to tell her.
Driving a fucking, you drive a fast car in New York City, you're not really getting the most out of it.
Yeah.
Take that thing to the country, let it stretch its legs. This lady is
awesome.
Flirty, fun.
You see this lady this is the types of ladies you wanted to bump into when you were 24.
100%.
Oh, so, bitch named Barb that just buys you a whole margarita fucking tower.
Plays with her necklace while you tell her what classes you're taking.
Finish this up here, Eld.
And my dad is not. He's pretty reserved.
Oh, yeah.
To himself.
Crack
He's
that
pretty
nut.
quiet.
She sucked this nerd off.
Talking about that kind of a thing, like sexual innuendos and stuff. I mean, he's just very, very, like, quiet and conservative. Has a really good sense of humor, but that's not part of his sense of humor. It's very, like, dry humor. Anyway, so pretty nervous that she's going to make a joke or a comment, and he's going to, like, die of embarrassment at my wedding. So want to avoid that. She makes comments and jokes even to me, like, in front of my fiance's family, because no one else knows. My fiance knows. But yeah, I mean, she'll say stuff in front of my fiance's dad, who doesn't know.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, okay, thanks for...
Oh, my God. She's a villain.
She's an insane I mean, this is a wild card. This lady who used to, the outgoing, flirtatious woman, now she's in her late 60s. The power is gone. The power is zapped. So she has to play
her fastball,
dark magic now. Yeah, her fastball's gone. She's got to fucking do an ephus pitch now to stay relevant.
Yeah, she's doing underhand.
Mix it up, dude. Yeah, this is fucking wild. I mean,
you have to. I hate to give you this solution, but in my mind, it's the only thing that makes sense right now. You have to go have a one-on-one with her and go like.
Does she or does her fucking husband know?
Her husband doesn't know, dude.
No. Her fiance knows. I'm sorry, her fiance.
You do it together.
It's his mom.
I'll tell you right now.
He has to do it.
If Katie had a problem with Trish, I would mediate it.
You would mediate, sure.
You'd immediately mediate.
Yeah.
You go like, hey, there's a problem. Bring her in. We got to talk about this. It's the only way to settle it.
Oh,
dude.
with your mom, yes.
My mom. I'm saying the husband needs to mediate her expressing her feelings that she does not want to be comfortable at her own wedding.
Right.
She's uncomfortable with the jokes that she fucked her mom. Honestly, maybe even crack a joke like, well, clearly the sexual chemistry between the families are good. Because I'm going to be fucking your boy the rest of my life. Maybe even get his baby juice in me.
Well, yeah, I would say, he has to mediate, or this kind of falls on him. My thing is, like, does she even need to be there?
No.
Like,
you got to take care of this. It's your mom. You got to take care. Moms are the one, like, if you're the son, you got to go take care of it.
Yeah.
But I would say to make things cool, I would do it together and make it as like a little...
Sure, that way it doesn't feel... Because the other thing is you don't want to, like... You want to address it, but diffuse if you can.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it... But at the same time, you're like, hey, not a huge... You kind of, the vibe has to be like, look, it's not a big deal. It's just, my dad's a pretty reserved guy. I just want to make sure... I don't want to embarrass him.
Because she's very sweet. She says, like, the whole problem is she doesn't want her dad to feel embarrassed.
And I think if you say that, it's like she has to understand.
Very nice.
And then at the end of the day, if she doesn't accept that, you're like, well, then we have to throw our nuts on the table and say, it's our fucking wedding.
Yeah.
And so we are asking this of you, and you have to do
Parents
it.
don't
but hopefully
understand.
it doesn't have to get to that.
A lot of times parents, and I'm sure this is just like a generational thing and it happens to you when you get older, you still think you're the main character and you're not the main character.
Right,
you guys, this is your fucking wedding.
Right.
You got to make sure you have a great time at this wedding.
I mean, this is a nuts situation.
I mean, to find that out, please call back with the full story of how you found out.
Yeah, we want to know how she...
I'll come back on. We'll get more BZ Grill if we got it.
Come do a live show. We'll get her on the horn.
Yeah,
Dude,
do a live show.
I will.
People call in and we talk to them directly.
I want to know how your mother-in-law told you she fucked your dad.
probably in a fucked up, those like drunk old bitch ways where it's like, oh.
I had your father. I had him.
I'm just imagining like Lucille Bluth. She got the martini.
Your father was a generous lover. What? I said it. His cunnilingus was remarkable. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's where your husband used to live.
Now, part of me on his house, your dad and husband both enjoyed my womb.
My pussy.
Part of me is a little, like, part of me wants to say, like, this is like, you know, you don't even want to touch. It's like diffusing a bomb.
Yeah.
You're better off just not even doing it. But I think...
This woman's a wild card.
I think she's enough of a wild card where it's like, it's not a let sleeping dogs lie, because this dog's been stirring in its sleep. You know what I mean?
This dog's been going, oh.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, don't bark.
If it was totally sleeping, I'd be different. If she said that one comment and never brought it up again, but if she's constantly making little jabs.
Zings in front of the family, and the fucking dad doesn't know, his dad doesn't know.
Kind of cucking her own husband.
She's like, yeah, that's right. It'd be crazy if I fucked your dad. He's like, why do you keep saying that?
Yeah. hey, stop being so rude to Mark. And
Hey, why
she's
the
like,
fuck do you keep saying you want to fuck her? I know we're divorced now, so I can bring this out in the open. What the fuck is wrong with you? Janet, you crazy slut. The fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, I think you have to go in. You have to tag team it with your fiance. He should take the lead. You're there more to just kind of not make it feel like, because the other thing is you don't want to sit this woman down and kind of make her feel like she's having an ultimatum, because she's gonna act out like the dumb bitch she is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't want me to do it? Well, watch this.
Then I'm gonna set your house on fire.
And that's when you crack her in the fucking face.
And then you look at your son and you go, clean up your mom. I'm gonna go make dinner.
Looks like somebody just checked into the Alzheimer's facility.
Sorry, mommy. Mother, can I help you off the ground? You hit me. So
There'll be a lot more of that. Yeah, so did my dad, you fucking slut.
Oh, we don't know.
Sucking dick in the fucking vault.
We don't know the dad is actually the villain. He sees her, he goes, hey, you want to know me? You want to hear an impression of your mother-in-law?
Fucking give me the deposit.
Oh boy, did I make deposits in that bank.
He goes, my God, I guess you kept it in savings. Never cashed that check, you know what I mean? Anyways, do you want that cake or do you want that cake? I'm paying for it.
Funfetti or what do you do? A mix?
So I think we should do a strawberry.
So yeah, there you go. Good luck. This lady's insane.
Yeah,
this is one of those calls that if it were done poorly would be clearly fake, but you hear it in her voice that this is fucking real. And anyway, good luck.
Call back on the live show.
Let us know how the wedding went. Please. Truly, please leave us a fucking message.
And have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful day. Everybody out there,
enjoy it.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks
for calling in. Oh yeah.
But everybody else,
everybody too. The wedding should be beautiful.
The penthouse pet.
You go fuck that nice little guy. The girl whose roommate keeps pissing, hose him down the next time he pisses on your shit.
Piss factory.
I forget who else. We have BZ Grill waiting. The fact that we've even done 10 extra minutes is kind of crazy. So thanks, guys. Dan, thank you. Anything you want? We should have plugged it earlier. Anything you want to plug?
Soder, my podcast.
Of course.
DanSoder.com.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the road doing a big tour at the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
Probably by the time this comes out, I have a name for it.
Okay.
But first big theater tour.
All right,
So
well, we'll put you later in this batch so it's closer to when it comes out. And then,
DanSoder.com.
you know what? Do this. Be like, yeah, go see Soder on the tour.
Go see me on my tour. DanSoder.com. Go buy tickets, and I'll see you in the fall.
Yeah, literally tell us when you put the tickets out. If you have a date, we'll put it that week because we're going through May.
I love it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, guys. We love you, and we will talk to you soon. Bye bye.